Well, it wouldn't be like the Spanish national camp to have issues ahead of a tournament. That was the World Cup last summer. This time, there's been a row with Luis Enrique holding a press conference and having a go at his former assistant. Before we get Stevie's take on this, let's see some of the quotes from Luis Enrique about Robert Moreno. He came to see me in my house and told me he wanted to lead the team at Euro 2020. Now, the deal was always that Luis Enrique, if available, would take the team. And afterwards, he'll be happy to be my assistant coach again. I understand that he's worked very hard to be the coach and that he's ambitious, but for me, that is something that is disloyal. I would never do something like that, and I don't want someone with those characteristics in my squad. Ambition is to be encouraged, but excessive ambition is a defect, not a virtue. Who's at fault here, Steve Nicol? How much is
Moreno.
the assistant at fault?
I'll be 100%. Listen, when you're a head coach and you have your staff, the one thing that overrides everything else is loyalty. You know, regardless of whether they know what they're talking about as far as football's concerned, they have to be loyal to you. That's the first, for me, page one. So for Moreno to come and see him and basically say, look, I want this job. You know, you went away. I mean, really? This is a guy that Enrique has taken with him and actually got him into a position where he did have the chance to coach the Spanish international side. So he should be grateful for that. All that's going to do in the future is put him available either for the Spanish job, if something happens to Enrique, or another job in itself. So he's got a lot to thank Enrique for. Not to have a go and all of a sudden become this big timer who thinks he should be somewhere else.
Moreno has not come out of this well, by any stretch of the imagination. Could something have been done, whether it's by him or the Spanish FA, so that this whole thing was avoided and done kind of off camera so that Luis Enrique wasn't put in a position where he had to lambast his former assistant for a lack of loyalty?
No. I think at the end of the day, this is down to Moreno. You know, by all accounts, it was made clear that if Luis Enrique, in a reasonable amount of time, was to come back, then he would be the head coach of the national team. And everybody understood that. So this whole thing has been, in my opinion, it's all because of Moreno and how he has changed his view of where he thinks he should be. So I don't think Luis Enrique comes out looking bad. Oh, no, I certainly don't think the Spanish FA come out looking bad because it was clear what was going to happen.
What about next summer and the Euros? One of the favourites, Spain? Have they got the squad, or are they just missing one or two things?
I don't think they're favourites. And certainly by the time the tournament comes around, all this will have been forgotten.
Yeah, of course.
But no, I don't think they're one of the favourites. I think they have a chance. They could be a dark horse. I don't think going forward they're strong enough to win the tournament. But as I said, you know, long time between now and then. Maybe somebody pops up. Maybe somebody's form is better. Maybe Diego Costa all of a sudden becomes the centre forward for Spain that they wanted. So, not favourites, but certainly maybe dark horses.
It'd be nice for the next 2 or 3 years if the Spanish FA or whoever can just wash their dirty linen in private, not so much in public.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.